And mine is not. Hello, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
No one's here yet. We're just talking to ourselves so
That's
far.
okay.
But they'll come.
They will. Adam says, I'm here. Aw, he's going to lay on his couch.
Good boy.
You're so sweet. You're happy boy. I think he's too hot.
Angie just got back on a long trek
With the
with
doggy.
him.
Yes, it's kind of hot outside. Oof. Sensitive to heat these days. It's really sad. It bums me out.
And it's not even that hot here, you guys. Like,
It's not.
compared to what she's in for coming up in a few months, this is a breeze.
Yeah. And I'm not usually sensitive to heat at all. It's like I'm going through something that I don't want to get into details about, but let's just say it's awful. Hi, Desiree.
Hi. Welcome. It's been a while for us to do a live.
It has. Oh, we got 3 people already. Welcome. Happy Saturday, everybody.
I'm breaking out a little bit here. See this? Great.
You're fine.
I hope it doesn't mean pre-period pimples.
Dun, dun, dun. Hi, Megan.
Hi, Megan. How are you girls doing?
5 people.
It's because we're on earlier than normal.
That's good, right?
Yeah. So, I don't know if any of you saw, but I posted yesterday for submissions to do question and answer because we haven't done one of those. It's been almost 2 years, which Ange can't believe because
Really? Has it been 2 years since we did a Q&A?
Almost.
That's crazy.
So, a couple people were asking you any updates about your ADHD situation.
Well, I've been on the Ritalin for how long?
I would say 2 months.
2 months. And
3
so
months.
far it's going really good. There's a slight improvement in being able to get stuff done and stay on top of things and remember things. It's not 100%, but it does help. It definitely helps. So,
do you know of anything that would help further or more?
Oh, just a combination of things, you know. I'm always going to have it. It's not like something you catch and then it goes away.
Well, right.
And I'm just now learning how to deal with it because I was late diagnosed. But other things that you can do to help is just like, I know I get tired of hearing this, but diet, exercise. Diet's a little hard for people with ADHD for reasons I don't want to get into. But yeah, the eating part is really hard. So, but exercise helps. Giving yourself a break in the day, being easy on yourself is good. It's a big help.
And supportive people around you.
It's having supportive people around you, of course. Because the shame and the guilt and the nagging just compounds the problems. It doesn't make it better. So if you surround yourself with people who are supportive and not judgy about the way you do things, then or don't do things, then it's better.
What did Megan say?
Where are you going in a few months?
You?
Yeah, you said it's better than what she'll be facing in a few months. I think she just meant the weather. The heat.
Yeah, the heat. Because it gets really hot here, and if she thinks it's hot now, just wait.
Yeah, I've been so sensitive to heat lately, and yeah, it's weird. It makes me sad because I love the heat, I love the sun, and I love the hot weather normally, but lately it's been no good, no bueno.
Yes. So, another person asked, maybe I should say their name because they might want some recognition.
Do you have all the questions?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good.
I do.
Where's
I
the
won't
other-
say their last name because they may not want it. But let's see, community. This is from on YouTube, Mama Vlogs. And they asked, so you guys plan to have any kids? You both would make amazing, beautiful mothers.
Aw, thank you for the
Thank
compliment.
you. And you want to
No, we don't plan on having any kids. Yeah, Haley and I both discussed that, and it's just not something that either of us see in our future. So,
And that was something discussed very early on in our getting to know each other phase,
yeah.
dating phase.
Yeah, I just never really saw myself having a kid or anything. So, yep.
We have Adam, and he's a good enough
Adam the
fur
dachshund.
baby for us.
Yep. But thanks for the compliment.
Yes, thank you.
Hey, Jody. Hey, Kim. How's it going?
It takes a lot of patience to be a mother,
It does.
and it's a big commitment. So, and no shame or shade to any mothers out there. You are all living, breathing superheroes. So, that was basically our questions, just how your ADHD is doing
Really?
and if we're gonna have children.
I thought there was more questions, no? Or were they all kind of similar?
They were all similar.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. They were,
ADHD's going good. Yeah, and we're not gonna have kids.
but do you guys that are watching, do you guys have any questions? Probably not. Oh, someone wanted a day in the life video.
Do you want to do one? We've been dragging our feet on doing a day in the life video.
It's just because, like, while I'm getting care from Angie, who's gonna do the filming?
Yeah.
We don't have a videographer. So,
I mean, we can make it up. Like, this is what happens. Like, just, enact when we get up, what we do. I don't know. Film it on different days throughout the day, like certain things, different days, and then put it all together like one day.
I'm not opposed to it as long as we have a plan of what we're going to film.
Yeah.
When we first started this channel, Angie had the idea of just keeping the camera up and on and running, and just basically it'd be like very candid.
Yeah.
Not planned out. And I didn't know if I, at that time, felt comfortable with that.
Yeah. It's kind of scary. Like, it's like inviting a stranger into your home.
Yeah.
And then we'd have to move the camera wherever we went. Like, if we were hanging out in my room or another room, we'd move the camera to that room,
Yeah.
That would be work.
Hi, Jane. I'm so glad you finally caught our live feed. We don't go live very often anymore.
We still try to.
We try to. It just depends how we're both feeling, and lately Angie hasn't been feeling the best. But
it's been terrible, just terrible.
Terrible?
Terrible.
But other than that, we're doing good.
Yeah, we're doing all right.
Adam's good.
Where'd he go, by the way?
I don't know, but he's not.
By you? He's laying down by you on the ground.
Oh.
I think he got too hot. I took him for a walk. He's a little spent.
Well, thanks, Jane.
Thanks, Jane. Yeah, I'm going through something that's probably TMI to tell everybody, but it's just been a nightmare. Absolute nightmare.
She's not dying.
No.
There's no, like, nothing life-threatening.
Well, it could be. That's the thing. I just have to be careful and monitor everything. If I start feeling like I'm going to pass out, which I've gotten close to that point, then time to go to the ER. But
You have felt like you could pass out?
yesterday after the walk,
You didn't say that
nauseous.
specifically.
I don't want to freak you out, but no, I'm fine. Totally in control of, if things get scary, I know when to call the ER. Like right now I'm fine, so no need to panic.
It's scary. I
It's
worry
just
about
it's been less than an ideal situation. And I keep quiet about it because I don't want to cause a panic. The more other people panic, the more I panic. And it's just,
that is the same for me too.
I don't want to dwell on it. As sucky as it is, I just don't want to make a big thing about it.
That's how I was with my kidney.
I feel you now. I totally know what you were going through. Like it was major, but you still don't want to make a big deal about it.
You don't want to feed into it or like dwell on it because then that makes it worse.
Yeah.
Because then you can think of all the what ifs.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's just when you're already feeling a little anxious because you don't know what's going on or what's going to happen. And then everybody's like anxious on top of it. It's not helpful at all. So thank you, Jane.
Yeah. Other than that, I say this, I feel like on every TikTok. See, that's what I was going to say. I've been doing TikTok a lot.
She's been rocking it on TikTok.
And tonight I'm going live with someone on there for the first. Well, I've gone live on there, but not with somebody else. So I'm a little nervous. I wish Angie can go live with me on there. I mean, we could go live together on my account, but
yeah, we could.
Her account, she doesn't have enough followers to go live.
I need more followers so I can go live on TikTok. I'm not as entertaining as Haley. Haley sings and does karaoke, and I just do whatever I feel like.
She gets into the more serious, important things in life. Social justice.
I talk a lot about autism and ADHD on there. I also do silly posts where I'm just being random. She said she saw the nose flaring video and she started doing it too.
So can you do it, Jane? Can you flare?
Show everybody the tongue thing. Ask them if they can do it.
Okay, hold on. I have to get. Can you? I wish I can go closer.
Here.
I'll go closer too. So I can turn my tongue from side to side. Can you guys do this?
Like on both sides. Like flip your tongue over on both sides. I cannot watch. I can't do the other side. I can't do it.
Hi, Christy.
Hey, Christy.
Christy from upstate New York. Wow, we have fans in New York.
That's awesome. That is so cool. New York.
New York.
I was thinking of that other song.
What one?
That's what dreams are made of. Na, 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 na.
Oh.
New York.
I can't get the tune in my mind.
What's her name? It's your mom's favorite song.
Oh.
One of your mom's favorite songs.
Oh, what's her name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alicia Keys?
Yeah.
That's so darling. You know that my mom likes that song. I'm gonna push this back a bit. I'm nervous.
That used to be your ringtone for her, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Or her ringtone? I don't know.
Thanks, you, Christy. Are you a newer follower of our channel, or have you been following for a while?
Look, there's Adam.
Excuse me. So first, Adam's not fussing in the video.
I think he got too hot on the walk. You tired?
Oh, well, welcome to our channel.
Yeah, welcome.
Yay. Yeah, like I said, we used to go live every other week, but we've been kind of laxed on it lately.
It used to be every other day, I think, or twice a week. Then it used to be once a week. Then it used to be every other week.
Every other day?
Well, maybe it was on a specific day every week. And then we decided every other week. And now it's just like whenever.
Mm-hmm. Empire State of Mind.
Oh, cool. There you go.
Yes.
Thanks.
I would play it now, but we would get demonetized.
Sads.
I wish we could. That's kind of a sad rule. But we've been watching a good show on Netflix, which makes me think of New York.
I was just going to say that.
It's called Inventing Anna, starring Julia Garner and Anna Chomsky. Really good show.
Excellent show on Netflix. We both we didn't think we would like it based off the trailer, and then even the first episode was like, but it really reels you in.
Yeah, it's excellent show.
Good show.
What state are we from? Well, we live in Oregon, but we are both from different states.
Yes.
So I'm from California originally, moved here for college, and ended up staying here. And
I'm from Washington State, and we both just kind of met in the middle. So
we met online.
Yeah, we did. And then I moved here a couple years after we met.
Actually, 1 year after we met.
Was it only 1 year?
Yeah.
Ooh, dangerous. Yep.
She was nervous to move here.
I was.
But I hopefully was worth it.
You were. Duh.
My girlfriend lives in California and I live in Wisconsin. Wow. Are you guys ever gonna try to live in the same state or city or together even? Maybe it's a new relationship. I'm assuming you met online as well.
Yeah, that long distance thing, even that long of a distance is tough sometimes.
Yeah, my first relationship before Angie, I was living in Oregon and my ex was from Ohio, but they traveled for work. And so that's how we were able to meet here. They were here for work, but they never stayed in one place. They always moved. So that was a really tough relationship.
She said she wants me to move to California. It's been over 4 years now.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Do you want to go to California? Or do you prefer to stay in Wisconsin? That would be a tough deal to move that far.
Mm-hmm. Because how far is Wisconsin from California? Pretty far, right?
Yeah, Wisconsin's in the Midwest.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could see I remember my geography oh so well.
Oh, cool. They met on Facebook.
That's so cool.
And for some people, it's not that big of a deal. Like some people, they don't care if they're long distance.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just depends on, yeah. Oh, cool. Kim says her partner's from Georgia and I'm from Missouri, but they live together. Nice. How far is, see, I don't know all my geography either. How far is Georgia from Missouri? Missouri's the Midwest and Georgia's the South. So I guess that's a bit of a
She's on the fence about moving to California.
yeah, it is a tough decision. There's so many factors that come into play.
Cost of living and
You're
But what-
leaving your family, your
Yes.
life, everything you know about life. You're like kind of uprooting yourself and
that's probably how you felt a little bit.
a little bit, yeah. Yeah.
That's how I felt when I moved to Oregon from California. I'd never lived out of California in my whole life, and I'd never thought Oregon would be the place. And I don't even know if it's my forever state. I don't know if I feel like an Oregon girl.
Me neither. I think we both kind of feel that way. We don't really feel rooted here, even though you've lived here
I've
for
been
what?
Since my graduation, so 2008.
So over 10 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
14 years. But there's aspects of Oregon that I do not relate to.
Yeah. Oregon kind of has a dark history that I'm not really that proud of. It's definitely a bit of a culture shock because I come from a
Very liberal state.
pretty liberal part of Washington near Seattle, and people are just like, you don't face issues there that we face here. I mean, there's issues everywhere. I'm not denying people's experience that live in Washington at all, but it's just different here.
And I have aspects of California in me, in my blood, that, that aren't here in Oregon. I feel like pop culture isn't as big of a thing here in Oregon.
Yeah.
It's more about the outdoors and the hunting and the
Hunting,
the
fishing.
hunting and the fishing and the, I don't know.
Off-roading.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I like the outdoors, but nothing like that. Not like.
What made you move from California? I got accepted to a college in Oregon that was a good fit for me and, accepted my application. Truth be told, it was the only college that accepted me that I applied to. And I applied to like 5 or 6 colleges. But my grades and my SAT scores weren't the best. But the college here seemed to like my essay and didn't care so much about SAT scores. So I chose to go to school here. And the campus was really accessible, and the help that I needed, they were willing to offer, such as, academic support.
Yeah.
Discounts on, a caregiver living in the dorm with me, things like that. They installed door openers on all of the dorms that I stayed in, and I had a button that I could open and close the doors myself. So that was really cool.
That's awesome.
And it was a small campus. It was a pretty small campus, and that's something that was important to me too. I didn't want to go to a college with like huge lecture style teaching. I need more of a one-on-one type learning style.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And she went to the same college later on after she moved here, but she didn't find the same experience there that I did.
Yeah.
but the college had also changed a lot
Yeah,
since I had been there.
I think it was under new ownership or management or whatever, and yeah, it just wasn't the same. It wasn't as good of an experience.
And also, the reason I stayed in Oregon is because the state provides care for me. Well, some care, not 24-hour care, but a good amount of care that I would have to pay for if I lived somewhere else.
Which you couldn't afford.
And I can't
at
afford
all.
that.
Yeah.
So that's another reason why I stayed here.
In other states, they don't even have. Some states don't have in-home care. Like she would have to go to a facility, and I mean, she's a young, but otherwise healthy person that deserves to live her life, freely. She shouldn't have to go to an institution.
Why did can't or who are you asking? I am 37 years old. How old are you?
I'm gonna be 40 soon.
Next month.
Uh,
I'm with an older gal.
you are.
I don't mind it.
I don't feel almost 40. I feel like maybe 21, maybe 17.
But I don't know if you guys have ever seen the show Little People, or not Little People, 90 Day Fiance.
TLC.
Yeah, Before the 90 Days. It's called Before the 90 Days. In any case, there's this gal on there that has dystrophic dysplasia, which is a form of dwarfism. She's from Russia. And they showed her story with her friend that she had been talking to for 13 years. They finally met. They met in Turkey because at the time, no flights were allowed into Russia because of the virus, COVID. So they met in Turkey. He was from Arizona and she's from Russia. And let's just say it didn't end well because he was not prepared to take on the extra help that she needed to live, such as helping her with her wheelchair and carrying her maybe upstairs or up whatever. He just said she required too much care for his lifestyle.
Which he led her on about. Like he could have just said up front, like, I don't think this is going to work. But no, he led her on and on and on and on. And everything, when she asked him for a direct answer, like, do you want to be with me? Yes or no? He just carried on and on and made it seem like she was being unreasonable for asking for a simple yes or no answer. And like, he's one of those people that explains everything away. Like there's a reason for everything. He's kind of seems like a narcissist, but it was just ridiculous. Like if you don't see yourself being with somebody, just say that up front. Don't string them along and then just be like, well, I need more time and all these extra explanations.
Like you should know if you're invested with somebody pretty soon, especially if you've known them online for 13 years. Obviously, a lot of should have been discussed in that time frame.
Yeah, you'd think he'd be somewhat prepared. Like, hello.
And like when they first met in person, he seemed really taken back by her size.
Yeah, it was awkward. You can see his hesitation. It was so like awkward.
And it was hard to watch because I could relate a lot to what she might have been going through in that moment. Like, here we go again. Oh, it's not me, it's you. It's not you, it's me. I can't provide what you need.
All these extra excuses. Or I just need more time to figure this out because I want to be the best version of myself for you. And like, just be honest and straightforward. Like,
And she's a beautiful gal.
she is.
Yeah, she's little and she's got some, you know, her limbs are a little bit crooked, I guess you would say. But so what? It depends on what's on the inside.
Yeah, if you're truly in love with somebody and attracted to them, it's physicality. It's not going to matter. You're going to think they're hot anyway.
Yeah, usually anyone that I've ever been like involved with, the attraction wasn't always physical right away. It was more of an emotional connection. And then with that emotional connection, the physical connection grew.
Yeah.
Like that's how it worked for me a lot of times.
But for me, it's both. Like, I thought you were hot and I felt a connection, like right away. Like, right away. But this dude, I mean, he should have just been honest up front. Like, it's okay if you don't find her physically attractive. Lots of people don't find people physically attractive. That's okay. But just be honest. Don't like drag it out.
Yeah, Christy, I heard about that poor lady that passed away.
Really?
She was on Little Women. Was it Little Women Atlanta? I think it was Little Women Atlanta. And I had never really watched that leg of that show. I've watched Little Women LA and Little Women New York. But I never watched Atlanta.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
That was a couple years ago now. 2 or 3 years ago. Sad.
Sad.
I know exactly who you're talking about. And that's another reason why I do not like being in a car, even as a passenger. It requires a lot of trust.
Mm-hmm. A lot, because you're not in control.
So that's scary.
Mm-hmm. Poor Adam. Is he okay?
Him ear dangling. Him sleeping.
I think he got a little hot on the walk. I feel bad.
He's plopped through.
But I guess he got good exercise. We weren't gone for too long, about 40 minutes.
Yes, I should watch that show. I never really watched that leg of the show before.
I hear you there with the anxiety while being in a car. I have anxiety while driving just because it's very common for people with ADHD and autism to not like driving at all. But also, I have astigmatism, so at night driving is next to impossible, especially when it's raining.
Yeah.
Everything's blurry, like really bad.
Now I finally know what she means with that because I saw a meme of how they explain it.
Mm-hmm.
I see it.
Yeah, and I thought I'm like, isn't that what happens? Does everybody see it like that? I guess not. Like all the lights are like big stars and it's blurry.
Have you been watching any good shows besides me?
The
Inventing Anna.
Inventing Anna. What else? Oh, I started that show Life and Beth on Hulu. I didn't think I was gonna like it at first, but I like it. It's funny. I really like it.
And who does that star again?
Amy Schumer.
Excuse me.
And that one guy. The guy that's also on Somewhere Somebody or whatever it's called.
Somebody Somewhere?
Yeah.
Really
I don't know
good.
his name, but yeah, he's on there.
Somebody somewhere, he's on there too?
The guy with the
girl
mustache.
the church, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did we hear about the lady that died on the amusement ride? No.
Oh, did we hear about it?
I
This is a
didn't.
kid, 14-year-old boy.
Uh-uh.
No, how sad. I hate amusement rides. Hate them. They freak me out. It's just asking for trouble.
So you would not be a good candidate then to go to Disneyland.
If it's just the kind of ride where you go, it's like a theater, and you're in like these rows of seats, and then the seats move. That's okay. But if it's like a roller coaster or something that goes upside down, and nuh-uh.
How was the ride you went on at Universal?
It was fun. It was the Simpsons one.
No, the tour.
Oh, the tour bus. That was good.
Kind of scary though, right?
A little scary. I didn't like the things jumping out at you.
That's the part I didn't like, and I went on it years ago, back in the late 80s, and I only remember glimpses of it. But the what do they call it? A trolley? Tram? It shook around.
Yeah.
For a certain part.
It was like the Jurassic Park part or something. Yeah. And then there was a part where you're in like New York underground. I don't know if it's New York, but it's like the city underground tunnel thingy. And there's an earthquake. And this actual bus like comes hurtling towards you. And you're shaking, and there's flames. You can feel the heat from the flames. Like, it's terrifying.
You should block that one. Right?
Wow. Okay, goodbye.
Firefly, where are you?
Yeah, right? Did I hit the right button? Goodbye, asshole. Jeez.
Where do these people come from?
We haven't had one of those in a long time.
No, not in a long time. And they call me a him.
Right? She's a she, douche canoe. Have fun with your miserable life. God. Yeah, I blocked him and reported him. Her, it, whatever the hell.
Thank you, Christy. People are mean.
Mm-hmm. Ugly souls.
We don't get those very often.
Thank you, Christy.
We love you guys too.
Yeah, I just don't know where these people come from. They're evil, evil people.
So I don't know if you all saw our latest video. It was me interviewing my best friend. We've been friends for 30 years. Ever since first grade. And it's just some questions that I asked her, and she was really sweet and willing to let me interview her. And if you knew her, you would know that that's not something that she would really do. She's not a YouTube social media person. She's more of a business-minded person. And so it really meant a lot to me to share her with you all. And yeah, it was a really good video, and Angie edited it, and it was it turned out better than I thought it was gonna go. I was really nervous to interview her because, she's an important person in my life, and I wanted to look and sound professional, like I knew what I was doing. And I think it went well.
Yeah, it did. It went really well. It was a great video. She's funny.
Thank you, Christy. Thanks, Jane. Yeah, it was a good one. Now I think Angie should interview somebody in her life if she wants to.
If they want to, I don't know. I don't think I have anybody that would. I don't know. I don't think I'm as brave as you.
It took some guts on my part and probably her part.
Mm-hmm. But she did perfectly. Like, she's a pro at it. Like,
Yeah,
it felt like she's done it before. She
I
did really
know.
well.
It really did. She's my best friend. She's everything. She's everything to me, besides Angie.
I love how she has your back and just like through thick and thin. She's a good friend.
Yes. So do we have any? Well, we need to see what needs to calm down. We
Okay.
both have to have a thing. You go for. You want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
You can go first.
I have to think of it.
Oh, I know. Should I say it?
Yours, yeah. What needs to calm down in your world, Lovey?
Periods. Menses. Menstruation. There's no need for it. It's horrible. Goodbye. They need to find a cure for it, honestly. It's a sickness. It's a horrible, horrible sickness, and I hate it. That's what needs to calm down for me.
And I agree with you. I would say what needs to calm down is bladders and kidneys. They make things inconvenient for me. If I'm stuck in a car or a plane or a bus and I have to pee, it's very difficult.
Especially a plane.
Yeah.
Like, you're stuck in the air. You can't like go run into a public bathroom, or you're stuck.
And I know people might say, well, just get a catheter instead. Catheters are not the answer. You guys ever had a catheter? They're very easy to have an infection happen. They can back up. They can leak. They can smell. It's not any more convenient as far as I'm concerned. So that's not one of my choices either. So bladders and kidneys need to calm down. Just chill. "52, it will be over."
It's going to be over sooner for me. I'm getting surgery. I'm getting a hysterectomy. Well, actually, because things are pretty bad. It's, yeah. I'll spare you guys the gory details, but it's pretty bad. 17 plus days of heavy bleeding and cramping, and I can't leave the house. I did. We tried it the other day. We went to lunch, and that was a very embarrassing situation. But yeah, I can't even leave the house. It's like bad. And I've gotten to where I've been feeling sick, feeling like I'm going to pass out. We went on a walk with the dog yesterday, and we went on a route that I normally take, no problems at all. And I couldn't, I did it, but I felt like I was going to die afterwards.
We went for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
You could probably go shorter though. I mean, quicker.
I could do that route twice normally, but I couldn't yesterday. I almost felt like I was literally going to just like die.
Jane said she has fibroids.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And the sucky part is that the healthcare system doesn't, like, women's healthcare is just not good. Not good. They don't take you seriously. They kind of do. They kind of take you seriously, but not really. Like, it's a serious health issue. You could bleed to death from it. And it's like I'm going through this whole thing right now too, where I'm fighting and having to go back and forth between the pharmacy, the insurance, the doctor, actually 2 pharmacies. And it's just constant back and forth, doing all this legwork just to get a medication that would help better like my quality of life. And it's like the insurance doesn't think it's that important. It's like, this is my life. This is my quality of life. It may not kill me immediately, like instantly, but it's still affecting my life like drastically. And it's like the healthcare for women in this country needs to get way better, way better.
And I've been trying to figure out ways to help her and call people. And
She's been a huge help. She really has. She's been doing the calling for me, a lot of the calling for me, and dealing with all these people. I mean, yeah. And it's expensive too, all the products I have to buy to.
Jane said something about a COVID vaccine.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And I feel crazy for thinking there's a correlation, but I feel like that's what it is. And I've heard so many stories online about people saying, yeah, it's been a nightmare since I got the vaccine. Like heavy, extra prolonged bleeding. I don't know.
Do you regret getting the vaccine though?
No, I don't. I don't regret getting the vaccine. I wish, if it is the case that it's causing the bleeding, I wish they would be honest about it. Because number one, they're using women as collateral for this thing. Like, oh, who cares about the women? They'll survive through it. No, like, this is like a serious health issue.
What do you mean collateral?
Like, just
What's that mean?
like, oh, we don't have to tell them that this will happen, you know. It's just a period. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
The women will have to deal with this, but it just doesn't matter. You know, that type of thing.
I see.
Like, you can die from bleeding out. People think heavy periods are not a serious issue, but it is. It really is. Like, women's health issues are not taken seriously, and it's something that just really pisses me off. But yeah, I wondered if there's a correlation between the vaccine and all these reports of people having shitty periods now. Like, they need to be honest. I'm glad I got the vaccine. I'm pro-vaccine, but they really need to be honest about this shit, because that's not fair.
We both got Pfizer.
Yeah, we both got Pfizer. I hope we don't get demonetized because I said the S word.
And I got Pfizer. I got 3 doses so far. And I didn't have the experience with the periods.
I feel like yours has gotten shorter, which is good for you. You don't deserve to have to go through that mess. Nobody does, but you definitely don't. Yeah, so it's been a nightmare because I don't like feeling sick all the time. I don't like being housebound. I don't like feeling like I'm. Well, I'll spare you the details, the gory details, but it's pretty gory. It's pretty gory. I feel like I need crime scene tape. Put it up all around the house. It's that bad.
Fladybug said she had symptoms after first shot of Moderna and never went for the second. I don't know anyone that's only gotten 1 dose out of the 2. That's interesting. But they do say you might feel some reaction after the first dose. for both the Pfizer and the Moderna and the Johnson and Johnson, even though Johnson and Johnson is one dose only. Are you guys still in lockdown?
No.
No. I mean,
No.
sometimes we don't go out very much, but that's more of our own accord.
Yeah, we choose to be cautious, but no, our state is no mask, and we're not on lockdown.
Yeah, but I still wear my mask.
Yeah.
So, do you want to wrap things up, babe?
Sure. Went on here for a good 15 minutes.
Yeah, it went by fast, didn't it?
It did. Yeah, we found things to talk about. It's been great chatting with you guys.
Yeah, you guys are all so lovely and wonderful, and we love you, and we're so thankful to have you.
Mm-hmm. Stay strong and have a great weekend.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, Christy, I feel you there.
Yeah. It still feels icky to go out. Like, even besides my own issues I'm having, like, it still feels weird going out in public. Like, there's COVID germs everywhere.
How did you feel when we went to Vegas for the weekend?
Like, in terms of COVID?
Were you nervous?
Surprisingly, no.
Right?
I wasn't. Like, it was like I didn't feel, even though, like, Vegas, like, that's a hotbed for passing germs and stuff. But I think it's because where we stayed, like, seemed very clean. It wasn't that crowded, and almost everybody was wearing a mask. So it felt safe.
And I wasn't nervous because I was in Katie Land, so you know. Yeah, I was with my wife in Katie Land, so.
Katie's a perfect antidote for anti-anxiety for you.
Yes. I have Katy Perry's Roar on my ringtone. Yes, yay. About the truckers lining up. I hope we don't end up out of food stores.
I've seen blips of that, honestly. I don't know what that's all about. I've seen blips of it on TikTok and Facebook, but I haven't really allowed myself to get into what that whole thing is all about.
What is she talking about? I'm not aware of any of it.
Like, truckers are, like, lining up at the border, the Canadian border, protesting something. I think I've gotten to where I just block that stuff out of my mind because it's too much. People do stupid things. People are so dumb. Truckers, yeah, they're like lining up at the Canadian border. I feel I sound dumb because I don't know a lot about it, but
They understand us. They know why we don't
yeah.
follow everything in the news. It's a lot. Thank you, Erin. You have a good weekend too.
Oh, it's a protest in opposition to COVID mandates. It's a right-wingers thing.
That's not, I'm not supportive of that.
Mm-mm.
And we have those people in our family.
Sadly.
Both my family and her family.
Knuckleheads. I love them. I love my whole entire family. But we're not from the same cloth.
I love your family too.
Same DNA, but not the same cloth, so to speak.
Most of my family is pretty COVID friendly. And
COVID safe, at least. Yeah.
But there's a few.
There's a few.
Knuckleheads. Knuckleheads.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Adam's fussing.
Look at him. Adam, say hi to everybody.
Ticky, 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 ticky.
Say hi. Are
Tickle,
you
tickle,
hungry?
tickle, tickle, tickle. I'm gonna get your toesies. Dee 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 dee. Tickle, 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 tickle.
Ask him if he's hungry.
Are you hungry, Adam? Adam.
You hungry? You want food? He doesn't hear so much anymore. It's
Ticky,
sad.
ticky, 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 ticky. People are gonna think I'm nutso.
You are nuts. It's okay.
Christy says you're silly. I am silly.
All right, we should wrap it up.
That's how I deal with life's stresses. Humor. Humor. It's my blanket. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching our live and joining us on our Saturday afternoon.
All right.
We appreciate it.
All right. Love you guys.
Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Bye.